Hello guys, this is Miss Saidari and today we're going to talk about underground water. While you're watching this video, you should be able to answer the following questions. How is water stored underground? How does water from the ground come to the surface? And is underground water clean enough to be used for drinking? Now let's talk about how is water stored underground. Well, let's take a closer look at the water cycle. As you can all see, the water from precipitation. Some of this water, it may find a way to drain into a lake, and some of this water may seep down through soil until it reaches rock materials that is saturated with water. This water, located underground, may not further go down. And we're going to talk about in a minute or two why this water cannot further go down. But this water located underground, it will find a way to discharge into a lake or the ocean. And as you remember it from freshwater presentation, we mentioned it there before that underground water may fill in lakes. And then here we are again, the evaporation starts, condensation, and we come to precipitation again. And now we're going to talk about how water is able to penetrate or go through some rock materials and how come water it's not able to penetrate or go through some other rock materials. For this, we have to be familiar with permeable and impermeable bedrock. Permeable bedrock allows water to go through. As you can see it in this picture, the water, it will find a way to penetrate or go through this rock material. I'm sure a lot of you have seen how sand allows water to go through when you were at the beach. Now, impermeable bedrock does not allow water to penetrate. As you can see, the water that it might come from precipitation, when it reaches this area where this impermeable bedrock is located, this water cannot go further down. So the water, it is forced to fill in a river, a lake, or it may end up in the ocean. The water table is the top of the area that is saturated with water. Okay, let's take a closer look at this picture. Now, the water that it will come from precipitation, it will find a way to drain into a river, and it may end up into a lake. And some of the water from precipitation, it will find a way to go through permeable bedrock, go underground, until it reaches the impermeable bedrock, and then this water may not go further down. So, this water that is located underground, it will saturate the soil. Now the water table is the top of the saturated soil. As you can see, the area in the pink represents the water table. As you can all see it, the water table, it is located between unsaturated soil and saturated soil. This diagram allows us to take a closer look at groundwater and water table. As you can all see, the impermeable bedrock, it is located at the bottom. The next layer, it is the saturated soil. And the top of the saturated soil, we call it water table. And then on the next layer, it is permeable bedrock material that allows water to go through. An aquifer is a layer of permeable rock that holds water. If we can take a closer look at this picture, an aquifer, it is located under the water table. And then the water, it may come from different ways. The water on an aquifer, it may come from a stream or from precipitation that we mentioned it before. And now remember, to have an aquifer, we need a permeable rock material to hold the water, a neighboring area of impermeable rock to keep the water from draining away, and of course, a source of water to refill an aquifer. Precipitation plays an important role on refilling an aquifer. Are aquifers important? Of course they are. When the water seeps down, the ground filters out bacteria and other living organisms, and of course, harmful chemicals and minerals. So, the ground filters and cleans the water and makes it ready for us to drink it. Now, as we mentioned it, the ground cleans the water from bacteria and harmful chemicals, so we need to use that water. For this reason, we drill in a well, and from there we pump out water to use it at our house. Now remember, after watching this video, you should be able to answer the essential questions. How is water stored on the ground? How does water from the ground come into the surface? Is underground water clean enough to be used for drinking?